guys, welcome to the Tar Series 7. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the Flash Ultimate Figure Set. This is an Amazon exclusive. We're really happy, really cool to be reviewing this. The first piece of Flash movie merch that I'm reviewing. You got first edition sticker there. You got a picture of all the characters on this wave. You got so many lightning bolts, and you got the accessories. I really like that this includes the accessories. You have the Flash Ultimate set there. You have the Flash logo. There's the UPC. I don't think that will really help because this is an Amazon exclusive. You got the Flash there, and this is in stock on Amazon, which is really cool. Then you have all the characters running with their accessories, and you have Zod over there, who is exclusive this set, which is really cool. I can't believe they made him. And just for a comparison, here's a comparison with the Walmart exclusive Justice League set from last year. So you can see this box is really small, but the figures themselves are actually pretty much to scale with some of these Justice League ones. So that's really weird to me. But here we have them out of box, and as you can see, they all look great. You got the versions of the Flash there. You got Batman, Zod, and Supergirl, and all of their accessories. I love that this includes all of their accessories because chances are you're going to buy these four main characters anyways, and you also get Zod as an exclusive. This is just an all-around really good deal, and I like it. And Zod looks great back there. And yeah, I just love the designs on them. I'm going to look at Youngberry first. That's the version of the Flash in the 89 suit. And I love it. It's molded really well. I think it has a pretty good likeness to Ezra, even though it's kind of hard to tell. But I think the overall suit looks great. And I love how it's the actual 89 suit painted to look like the Flash. The lightning bolt detailing looks really good there. Especially like the caution on the sides and then also on his boots. But like they could have just repainted the Batman from this set and made it like look like the Flash. But this actually is the 89 suit painted like the Flash, which is pretty cool. And I hope we get an 89 actual variant at some point. That would be kind of cool too. And it's got the little armor detailing there. I like that. And then you do get these lightning bolts accessories that you can kind of like clip onto his wrist and his hands and his feet. The feet ones work better for the other version of Flash as the boots are kind of thick on that one. And here we have Batman. I love him. I love Michael Keaton Batman. I've always been a big Keaton fan, and I love having him in action figure form. He looks amazing. He's got his grapnel gun there, which is really cool. And it's based on how it appeared in the 89 movie, which I think is pretty cool. And then he has the Batarang. Now the Batarang is actually really weird because the Batarang in itself is a Ben Affleck style Batarang, but it's coming with the Keaton Flash. It's a possibility they did this, and here's a comparison with some of those Keaton or the Affleck Batarangs from a couple of years ago made by Mattel. And then this is what a Keaton Batarang should look like, by the way. And that is clearly not a Keaton Batarang. So maybe it's a spoiler, maybe it's something to do a movie, or maybe they were just kind of like being cheap and just saving cost inventory on some of that, because there is an Affleck Batman coming, and the cape is cloth, and I absolutely love they're going with the cloth cape skin from the Black Adam wave, and it's got a lot of nice details all over the suit. Armor, everything looks great, and I think it looks like Keaton. I think it looks good. And then you have Flash. He looks great. This is the main version of Flash. I love all of the gold on his helmet and then around the action figure as well. Weirdly enough, I don't think this one looks that much like Ezra, but I feel like the other one did. But I still think he looks really cool, and I like the lightning bolts. You know, you have to remember, these are smaller action figures, so the likeness isn't going to be super great on all of these, but I do think it looks cool. And this is what I was talking about the boots. The boots are thinner on this Flash, so the gold, or the lightning fits a lot better around this one's feet, so I think that's pretty cool. By the way, these are the old style hips. These aren't the Black Adam style hips, and I'm super happy about that because I hated the hips on the Black Adam action figures. And here we have Supergirl, and she looks pretty good. I do think the likeness is a little iffy, but I think it looks as good as it's going to get on this size of a scale. And overall, I don't think it's that bad. And she does have some blonde in her hair, which is interesting. And then you got the logo there, which is pretty cool. And you also, it's hard to see because they're not painted, but it does have the line working there, which I think is pretty cool. And I like that they did mold it, even though they didn't really paint it. I think it looks neat. And she does have a cloth cape as well, which I really like. And she does have some accessories too, which are pretty cool. She has kryptonite, which doesn't have any like handle or anything to hold it, which is a little weird. And then she also has these heat vision, which sometimes fit on her head and then other times don't, but I think they're a really fun accessory. I always like when they did this. And also too, if you don't like the likeness on the Supergirl because it is a little iffy, you could kind of put these on there and just kind of block it. So that's kind of fun too. I do like that they include these little parts. And lastly, we have the exclusive General Zod. And honestly, I love this. Look at the detail on the face and the head. That is Michael Shannon. That is amazing. Like, I am genuinely surprised at how good he looks in this line. And he just looks so good. He's got the goatee. He's got the hair, the face. Everything about him is perfect. And the detail on his armor. It's got so many scales. Like, it has this little scaling on the side of the arms there. And, like, gunmetal gray mixed in with black. And it just looks good. It's got so many molded parts. I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a Spin Master action figure. This does not have to be as detailed as this thing is, and I absolutely love it. It's so nice. Look at it. It's just got so much going on here. And they did a really good job with it. And yeah, he just looks great. And I believe he is exclusive to this set for now. It is a possibility they might release him separately down the line, but as of right now, this is the only way to buy him. And if you're going to buy the other 4 anyways, and most people are, that's going to be the single assortment, I would definitely recommend picking this one up just to get him, because he is clearly by far the best one in this set. And you do get some accessories. You get his blaster from the movie, Man of Steel, and then also from this movie. And then you get this little concrete he's ripping out of the ground, and you can hold both of them pretty well. And I like that you're getting accessories with them. I like that this entire set includes all the accessories, because the Black Adam set didn't, and that was one of the reasons I had skipped that one. But in this one, you can get all of the characters and their accessories, which are pretty cool. And I like that. Now, in terms of articulation, you got a 360 at their heads. Keaton can finally turn his head, which is nice. And then you can look up and down. You have 360s at the arms, as well as a swing out at the shoulder there, which is pretty cool. And then you also have elbow articulation. You have a single joint, which also rotates 360. And then the legs do kick forwards, backwards, and outwards. Again, these are the good hips. These are not the weird ones. And then you have a 360 at the thigh there. And you have a single jointed knee, which can also rotate 360. So that's pretty cool. In terms of articulation, I believe it's the same for all of them. I don't think any of them are any different. And this is pretty much your standard Spin Master articulation, so that's not exactly a bad thing. Now, here's a comparison with the Batman, with the 1989 version of Batman that they released by Mattel in their DC Multiverse line a couple years ago. And as you can see, the Mattel one is a little bit taller. Here's a comparison with the comic book Batman and the Robert Pattinson Batman, so you can see the different scales of Batman. And we're also getting Affleck in this wave, which I mentioned in this video. So it's pretty cool that we'll have Affleck, Bell, and Keaton. And here we have Zod with comic book Superman and Supergirl as well. And then we have Black Adam with the versions of the Flash. And as you can see, they all kind of line up pretty good. I would definitely say this is closer to Black Adam in the comic book figures. And then here's all the different scales made by Spin Master. You have the 2 different comic book scales, Adam and Flash scales, and then also Killer Croc. And Robert Pattinson's taller than anybody here. But I do feel like the scaling for the Flash movie wave is a lot closer to Black Adam in the comic book figures too. So they're finally kind of getting to where they want to be. But yeah, they look great together. But one kind of thing that was bumming me out when I found out we were getting Zod and some of the Man of Steel characters was, we don't have a Henry Superman. And I was like, man, I wish Spin Master were doing, but, that's probably never going to happen. But I remembered that Mattel did 3 to 4 inch action figures for their first Man of Steel wave, and he fits perfectly. I dug this guy out of my closet just for this video. So if you guys are like me and you want a Henry Superman to go with this version of Zod or this version of Supergirl, definitely pick one of these up, because they're on eBay, and I looked it up for this video. They're not actually that expensive. Most of these go for like $10, and he fits in perfectly. And like I said, we're probably not going to get Henry for this movie wave, so that's pretty cool. But overall, I absolutely love these. I think Spin Master did a really good job. You get all of the accessories, you get an exclusive action figure, and they just look so great. I'm so excited for the Flash movie, and I love this. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.